Hello and welcome to Word from Your Mother. This is going to be a study time about the Nine of Wands. And as soon as I click start, I got Cat right off screen trying to trample through all my stuff. Get rid of one, here comes another one. Okay, here we are set up. And now first we have a bit of reading to do, and this time I looked it up. So, the Nine of Wands. The figure leans upon his staff and has an expectant look as if awaiting an enemy. Behind are 8 other staves, erect in orderly disposition like a palisade. Divinatory meetings. The card signifies strength in opposition. If attacked, the person will meet an onslaught boldly, and his build shows that he may prove a formidable antagonist. With this main significance, there are all its possible adjuncts: delay, suspension, adjournment, reversed, obstacles, adversary, and calamity. Strength in opposition. The Nine of Wands in a reading can mean that situation or events are nearing completion or have just been completed or another plateau awaits. The nines, the ending. Many wands, 3 or more, indicate that conditions are primarily in the realm of thought or at the very first stages of development. The wands in the matter of your focus the focus is on character, stamina, and self-discipline, courage, faith or conviction, doing your best according to the circumstances you find yourself in, gathering strength, biding your time, or awaiting the right moment to act. The Nine of Wands in the realm of desire is you want efforts to bear fruit, to socialize, to circulate, and to be out with others, and your health or that of another to improve. In the area of romance, there will be 2 loves vying for your attention, and you will be trying to sort out the dilemma or find the answer that will quell the conflict, but the solution you come to will either break your heart or be impossible to carry out. I can see that with the fence. You can be surprised by the cancellation of an appointment and or a call that never comes, or an enemy that could turn into a friend, the unexpected. And then in the matter of others, you will be waiting for something to pan out, or for someone to arrive, or if someone in your home is ill, a doctor or a friend with a medical background will call or come to call. An old friend, in the matter of the house, an old friend, lover, or admirer will call, and if she arrives, will want to stay. The travel. You will travel for business or social reasons and have a glorious time because you will have much charisma, make friends easily, and attract many admirers. In the matter of paperwork, you will be tied to paperwork, and what at first glance looked relatively easily will turn into a major production. The Nine of Wands in the matter of work or career, you will make money at your craft and promote yourself and your business. You are involved in or considering a metaphysical venture or profession. Excuse me. It will prove to be very lucrative and rewarding. In the matter of unions, if you want to unite with someone and your intention wavers, you could miss your chance because while you're dallying, he and she could be moving in a different direction. You're lagging behind, moving slower. Emotional state, you will experience displeasure and dissatisfaction caused by confusing issues, delays, or adversity. In pleasure, you will enjoy giving to another or being in the arms of someone who is extremely engaging and quite a bit different from the others you've known. Okay. It sounds kind of hedonistic. I've never thought of the Nine of Wands in any sort of pleasurable way, if you see what I'm saying. You will be waiting for a call or response from someone and will soon have one. In news and family, one of your relatives will be experiencing financial difficulties and will be looking for a way out of the dilemma. The physical body, you'll be feeling run down or sick and may seek medical attention, and or a change of physicians could correct a misdiagnosed problem. In finances, you will make enough money to get by and will have an opportunity to make more. In time, in a very short time, you can expect a major change in your activity and love life. In your friends, you will be waiting to hear from a friend or lover, and there will be a lot of nervous energy around that. Anxiety. You may wind up calling him or her. Visitors, company, you will get many calls and could be constantly on the move. Can't get 2 fucking minutes alone. Mail. You will mail a document or manuscript and be awaiting a reply. Anxiety. You will be upset that you have no choice but to wait before your efforts bear fruit, or you will worry that another isn't communicating all the facts or is seeing someone else. Oh my God. You will be disappointed in having to wait before further progress can be made. I wonder if I could imitate Donald Trump and read this. I bet I could. Endings. In the matter of endings, the Knight of Wands will be both waiting around for something to happen in the way you have habitually dealt with situations in the past are going to end. I don't know what he speaks strangely. Like stresses on the wrong syllable. In the matter of new beginnings, an old friend or lover will suddenly appear, bearing a new opportunity that could be just the thing that you want or need. But can you trust it? Do you let him in? Can you let him in? In the matter of an inheritance, you will inherit new ideas or seeds for the future that promise a brighter tomorrow. In the matter of rewards and gifts, you're going to get or give some sound advice concerning health, and will also get a respite from a current struggle. That's interesting. Success. Financial transactions and social activities will bring success and rewards. And in the matter of fortune, good fortune will come through social connections, work done in the past, and are in the arrival of something very much appreciated or needed, could even be money. In the area of blessings, you'll be grateful for the opportunity to do what you want to do after a long period of hard work or really hard work, exacting labor. And in the area of special guidance, the mundane. If you don't succeed at first, try again. Also, expect good news concerning business, love, or finances. In the esoteric, you're going to have to go it alone for the time being, fighting your own battle, your own way, and the past will provide nothing to lean on, or you're going to go it alone. If you fall down, get back up and dust yourself off. Refuse to be beaten by life, and you won't be. Stay on purpose with your intention and what you want. There's no getting around it. You're going to have to wait for the final prognosis. That's the good stuff in this book, the last 4 sentences. Okay. But that was worth it. I like the mundane and the esoteric. Okay, and now this is fairly... Whatever's scribbled here is just where I was copying that other book, which I almost completed. A man oppressed by the weight of the 10... Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. The figure leans upon his staff and has an expectant look as if waiting an enemy. The figure leans upon his staff and has an expectant look as if awaiting an enemy. Behind are 8 other staves erected in orderly disposition like a palisade. Awaiting an enemy. The Nine of Wands, the Lord of great strength, a numerical value of 9. Dignified, it signifies productivity, strength, good health and stability. An unassailable and secure position in life, victory assured against possible opposition. Ill-dignified, impractical, and unproductive schemes. An inability to compromise leading to defense of untenable positions. Obstinacy, weakness of character, possible ill health. The crumbling of an apparently secure position or loss of tenure. Ouch. Okay. And now we will have We'll go with this one first. Okay, let me get set up over here. Okay. The Nine of Wands. By the Tarot of 1001 Nights. Vigilance. Effective defense. Intuition. Calamity. Disillusionment. And trouble. That was short and painless, wasn't it? Like I said, I'm looking for, well, I'm learning. And I'm looking for stuff I didn't know. And I'm sick of doing tarot. Okay, the biblical tarot is, oh shit. One moment, please. Yeah. Okay. I had opened the page to it. Okay. The Nine of Candles. Satan tests Job. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Job 1:22 NIV. And it's got the sun opening up the sky on his hands and knees, praying. And it says, Satan tests Job. The upright meaning is endurance and perseverance, test of faith and character, standing firm against a challenge, wounded but still standing, and facing multiple challenges. Reversed is to feeling overwhelmed, yielding under pressure, questioning faith, a need for external support, and fatigue and burnout. Oh, wait. I'll be right back. I forgot to take the card out of it. I gotta do it so I can get the thumbnail together. Be right back. Okay, well that only took 2 seconds. Okay. And next we'll do the Prism of Visions Oracle. The Nine of Wands. I wish I could get that bigger and better. Resilience, grit, the last stand. The earth shakes and lets out a grumble unlike anything you've ever heard before. Fire spills out from the head of the volcano and shoots into the sky. A spiral of smoke swirls around the explosion and 9 rivers of lava stream down the face of the mountain. This is it, the climax of your journey. What you do now will determine the rest of your story. The erupting volcano churning out fire in the distance may cause you to rethink your entire plan. You've been through it all and you are exhausted, and this just seems like the finale you didn't need. This is your last push. You can see the end in the distance and know that if you can make it here, everything will be okay. When this card shows up, don't let the fatigue set in. You are nearly there. Be resilient and push on with whatever determination you have left to finish your quest. I love it when my accent kicks in. Alright. It's entertaining, yes. You should listen to me when I drank. Nine of Wands. Bobblehead Chibi Tarot. Emboldened by his palisade of wands, the warrior takes a stand. Will he triumph? Upright, the loudest voice in the room is not necessarily the correct one. Making yourself heard will not be easy, but you will be better for it. In other words, speak up for yourself. Reversed, often we fear asking for help because we believe it demonstrates weakness. It takes a great deal of courage to admit when you are in over your head. Do not be afraid to reach out to others when you are overwhelmed. Oh, that cat. Oh, that cat. Oh, that little cat of mine. Okay. And now this is the Chinese tarot. A young warrior braves the attack of 9 magic staves. Divinatory meanings, expectation of difficulties and changes. Like that other one. Then you know the enemy's coming. You're ready. You're getting ready to be ready. You know it's coming. Deception, a pause in a current struggle, an armed truce, a ceasefire. Obstacles, adversity, delays, disaster, ill health. And the Silhouettes Tarot. Cat of Nine Tails. Oh, what is this? I got the right card there? Yeah, it says 9 of Wands, but I opened to the moon. So, give me a second here. Okay. An injured cat hides in the grass. Aw, he's got his foot up. An injured cat hides in the grass, and an injured house lizard hides behind the cat. Upright meanings, strength, courage, conviction, defense, stronger in adversity, prepare for, ready for, stick to, careful, experience, and wait. Reversed meanings is save your power, you're not ready, you're ill prepared, you're depressed, and you're lost. Already wounded, a wounded man braces for the next wave. This is the eye of the storm. The situation will worsen before it improves, but you are ready. If it's reversed, pay attention. Read the writing on the wall, or you'll find misfortune. Beware of traps. You're out of your depth. The Robert Hansen. And then the blue prism, the tarot. Oh my God, come out of there. Since your idea has taken root, it has enjoyed rapid, voracious growth. It is bred in huge numbers, coiling up trees and threatening to overtake you. The swath of energy that you've cultivated from birth snakes out from its stronghold, attempting to bind you irreparably to the trunk. You dig your wand firmly into the ground and try to push forward out of its overwhelming way. What the hell am I reading? Like jungle, poison ivy kind of stuff here. Mother Nature gone awry. The good news is that your idea is finally starting to take off. It no longer needs your constant care and attention to survive on. In fact, it's so successful it's quickly growing out of your control. As daunting as it may seem, you must throw yourself into maintaining it, and there will be many unforeseen changes to monitor and train. Your final test is overcoming the vision itself. See? That was worth it. The ones that are written well are. And then the ones that are weird are worth it too. 9 of Wands. Witch's Tarot. A pip deck. Divinatory. Divinatory meaning. Expectation of difficulties and changes. Awaiting tribulation. Hidden enemies. A pause in a current struggle. Reversal is obstacles, adversity, problems, delays, displeasure, calamity, disaster, and ill health. This is very similar to calamity. A Chinese deck. I don't know. And the myth. Okay, here we have a story. This is a story. This all 4 of these are readers, girls. It's all readers up to the very end, and then it's weird. Okay. The 8 The Nine of Wands. The card of the Nine of Wands portrays the final struggle of Jason and his Argonauts before the goal is reached. The passage through the clashing rocks, and in the distance the city of Ilkos can be seen with 9 flaming wands beckoning on the shore. Around the city the sea is calm, and the ship Argo passes with tattered sails between the threatening rocks, not yet safely out the other side. Around the ship a storm rages, and the sea is turbulent. To rise to the challenge, to do it for the glory. On a divinatory level, the Nine of Wands heralds a time when, at the point of exhaustion, a final challenge arises to prevent us reaching our goal, and where somehow mysteriously we can find the strength in the reserve to meet the challenge. This strength is only available when we have used up every other possibility, and it seems to be invoked by both our need and our willingness, despite exhaustion, to try just one more time. Something biting me. In Nostradamus, the Nine of Wands is known as the Nine of Suns. The quatrain that comes with it is peace will spread over the peace will spread over the peopled earth. There will be travel by sky, earth, sea, and wave. Why is that the Nine of Wands? Given the presence of Mercury, winged messenger of the gods, the couplet we chose for this card is Nostradamus' wonderful prediction that in a time of peace, people will travel through the air. There are several such references in the centuries, suggesting that the seer had a glimpse of a future in which aircraft plied the skies just as huge ships sailed the oceans and motorized vehicles sped across the earth. If they just picked it just because they was like, oh, well, let's put this one here. Oh, then I will shit can this deck if I ever figure that out. The imagery shows a winged angel with a trumpet, which he will announce these great events yet to be. What does that got to do with... After the struggle comes the respite. After the struggle comes the respite. But I thought you was getting ready for something that you knew was coming. The second wave. After the struggle comes the respite, a brief halt, okay. The satisfaction of a job well done, time to patch up, count your wounded, time to rest and reflect. Despite its mercurial associations, this card has always had a sense of going to the countryside for refreshment. What? Some commentators suggest that it is a card of falling in love, and this works... Let me see that. Look at this. Some commentators suggest this is a card of falling in love, and this works well with the idea of taking time out to rest and review the direction of your life. At such times, we have a chance to notice the person who is special to us. Events may move quickly, and the completion of contracts is implied, perhaps in the purchase of a house. Reversed, you may find yourself plagued by disputes, jealousy, and a feeling of regret for opportunities lost. Visions are upright or appreciation, completion, luck, rapid development, agricultural events, recreation, festivities, and progress. And reversed, it is quarrels, domestic disputes. No. You know what? I think I'm reading the wrong thing. I am. Accords and pacts will be broken. Friendships will be undermined by discord. So you're up in arms. Okay, that is the right card, right? Right. Fuck. Virtually all tarot practitioners describe this as the card of warning. Of a need to look out and prepare for an attack of some... Okay, that sounds much better. Okay, and prepare for an attack of some kind. Here a lion threatens a flock of sheep with a sword, in what is a daring reversal of the more usual symbolic reference to Christ or the church protecting its lambs. The cross piercing the animal's back may, however, be seen as the power of the church striking down the attacker. Thus the image hovers between threat and protection, its moment of stasis perfectly mirroring the need for respite amid the advances and reversals of life. The interpretation. This card generally warns us of an unseen threat, either personally or at work. You will need all your skill and experience developed over time to defend yourself. For this reason, the card sometimes suggests the need to suspend operations, to take a break, and to reassess the situation. Reversed, it implies obstacles placed in your way, with attendant delays, and even in some cases, illness. Situations that seem to be dormant may suddenly flare up. Take care of yourself. Don't overstretch your resources, and keep your eyes open for veiled attacks from anyone around you. Upright. Attack, reassessment, delay, adjournment, estrangement, frustration, stagnation, and defensiveness. Reversed, obstacles, problems, delays, bad luck, sluggishness, and illness. Okay. The Enchanted Forest, the Nine of Spells. So in the Enchanted Forest, wands are spells. See, that confuses me because spells is like talking. That's swords. But witches have no fear of the nighttime forest. That doesn't mean there's nothing fearful there. Wild beasts and creatures, both earthly and unearthly, roam the woods at night. Nevertheless, this witch has come to her sacred spot to perform a spell at the dark of the moon. Shining eyes and vague shapes move in the shadows. Maybe they are harmless, maybe not. They could even be other witches intent on harming her. It wouldn't be the first time. She draws a protective circle of light around herself, which keeps any dangers at bay. Within this warding circle, she can summon all her powers to take command of the situation. This card signifies that you have everything you need to accomplish your intention. You have the skills, the experience, the maturity, and most important of all, the will to make it happen. No one can stand in the way of your success now. Mark out your territory. It's time to bring forth your full potential of power. The meaning at a glance is the mastery of inner gifts, a mature power, and defense against the dark. A closer look. The witch doesn't need a wand or any other tool to cast her circle. Her magic is within her. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. See, there's... No. I want the symbols to be there, and I want them to be right, or at least numeric, if it's... Look. If you're going to call it 8 spells, then give me 8 rays. That's right. That's the right way to do it. But, you know, and this is an old deck. Horrible looking cards, a great story. Knight of Wands. This is about self-discipline. A confident, goddess-like woman stands on a stone pedestal holding aloft 2 chevron-tipped wands. Through the sheer strength of her will, she is preparing to send them flying, tip first, into the ground, as she has already done with the other 7 wands, to complete a barrier of protection at the mouth of her cave. She hesitates to complete the job, realizing that she may be as much a prisoner of her efforts as she will be secure. This is the dual nature of discipline. The flower above her, however, radiates sun energy and health of mind and body, so she will make the choice most appropriate to the situation. Her decision may be at variance with commonplace judgments and moralities, but she is not swayed by the opinions of others. She is always ready to face opposition, strengthened by the courage of her convictions. Her base is secure. The Awakening. You must gather and maintain great strength in reserve. Prepare to defend your position, even if it is unpopular with those you respect. You may have to bide your time, but you must stay faithful to your purpose. Apply techniques of strict military-like discipline to the development of your strength of will character and body because the time of challenge approaches. Just remember to temper your strength with the knowledge that it is to be used to meet a challenge. And then here's the hokey part. The enchantment. To ensure a successful outcome, sit perfectly still in a spot you consider to be one of your places of power and say this prayer. Lord of light and life, I call upon you in my hour of need. I have chosen a course of action. Grant me the strength to prepare and endure. And finally, that seemed to go well. I didn't read the Mythic Tarot. Let's see how much time I actually cut off of it. This card says strength, but it is the Nine of Wands in the Thoth deck. Strength, power, health, success after opposition and strife, tremendous force, recovery from sickness, victory after apprehension and fear. Illustrates the aphorism that change is stability. Okay. And then I thought that I would, depending on if my left hand will do it or not, and if I can squeeze over here, I thought that I might give you one last look at them, kind of, sort of, if I can get a glare-free. I'm ripping my armpit out doing this. Oh. Well, what's on the floor stays on the floor, ladies. Here's the Robert Hansen. See you around. Bye-bye.